Dusty. Hey, Alice. So, unfortunately, as you can see, my training area continues to be trashed by homeless. What was once an occasional piece of trash here and there has now become an entire thrift store. Fortunately, I don't really know what they're doing. They don't live here. They live way the hell over there, but they decided that this is going to be the area that they trashed. Anyways, so I have to go back to cleaning it up. This isn't the first time I've had to pick up pieces of trash here and there occasionally and then throw it away and keep this area clean, but this is just a whole new level of stupid. Anyways, great, wonderful. All right, so today's training is going to be back to Dragon Slayer training. I don't know if you can see it. Boom. I've got my chassis on because I'm going to slowly work my way back into being prepared for Buhurt training and obviously full armor training as well back with the giant sword. You never want to go 100% right off from the get-go because that's how you get jacked up. You, as I always say, you slowly build back into it. So the chassis, they're only 3 pounds, not that much, but the biggest issue with them is that the heat retention. Now, there's modern stuff you could wear, but for this whole exercise for Colossus Form Phase 3, it had to be at least historically accurate as I can get to, well, not as historically accurate, but close enough to properly represent the historically accurate armor and padding back then that I can get today within reason. Now, 100% accurate stuff or top of the line, that's going to cost a lot more. I couldn't make it myself, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to. So this is close enough. So I've got my full gamson right here, my leather gloves that you guys know I've had for years, and then my padded chassis with my wonderful running shoes. Okay, so we're gonna increase today. What we're gonna do is just increase the reps from 2 to 3. So we're not gonna increase it a bunch. We're not gonna go double. We're just, like I said, we're just gonna slowly work back the giant sword training. Because right now, this is the chance for me to kind of work out all the kinks, all the issues, anything that I may have overlooked over the years. Kind of okay, I can do this better, or I can do that better. I've already formulated some new ideas that I think are going to work best. New ideas as in new ideas to try out, new ideas for training that I think would be pretty interesting. So we'll apply those too. Anyways, let's get started. One of the biggest concerns I always had with Pell training is that I've always had controlled strikes. I use controlled strikes. Honestly, most of you have never really seen my videos where I actually go 100%. Almost never. Because it's just, the destructive force is just overkill. If I were to whack this thing right now 100%, the whole thing probably would topple over. I haven't properly set up enough braces for it, particularly right here on the side, to allow it to take that force. Right now, if I did that, this whole thing would just break. Now, I'm able to hit it here on the rubber because it just kind of bounces off as you saw. But my main concern about Pell training is that it might train myself to not hit properly all the way. And not deliver proper impacts, just because this thing is so, well, it's less sturdy than it used to be, let's put it that way. And I have reinforced it obviously with these, but it looks like I need to build it back up, reinforce it again, make it more sturdy. So that's just a concern of mine. I think what we're going to do though is, instead of just doing just Pell, we're going to add in a second set of free flow. So no Pell striking whatsoever. So what we're going to do, in my bag here, is now that we've done 3 Pell strikes with a forward slash, now I'm just going to do one set of 1 rep forward slash, just whoop, all the way through. That way we get that proper form training. But I chopped one of these boards in half. So So if someone's like really that stupid that they're gonna arrogantly like stand still and then think the blade's gonna come down as like a straight line, nice and politely for them, and they're just gonna be like, ha ha ha. Nah, ain't gonna happen. All right, let me show. So basically, if they're stupid enough, nice. All right, let's do the left side. I guess what shouldn't be a surprise is that my freeform is a lot more effective and a lot more smooth than the Pel strikes. So it's good, it's bad. The whole purpose of the Pel was always so that I have to learn what it feels like to actually have it hit something and kind of learn, identify like what's actually going to be an effective good strike and what's not going to be an effective strike. Honestly, I think the uppercuts are better against the target. Like, because as I go, I have to like slow down right about here. Otherwise, it's gonna go woo, way the hell over there. So I don't really like practicing those against you know, actual targets, but still doing them free form, still good for the core workout and also just overall control. So when you do aim at targets and you hit them, boom. All right, outlaws, that's pretty much it for today. Been late and I don't see mosquitoes yet, although that could come in time. It's been kind of dry the past few weeks, so that's probably why. I know it lightly rained the other day, but it wasn't much. Anyways, okay, so nice, steady improvement. That's what I'm looking for. Today I added in some freeform, which obviously tired me out more, but also challenges the muscles, and then also forces me to like, hey, this is how you gotta do this movement, and also just like look for tweaks or anything that can be improved upon. My stabs have come a long way. Like, I remember when I first started doing them, it was pretty weak. I was kind of just like, now I'm able to grip it, get a good stance, and kind of shoot it forward. And also hit high, hit medium, hit low, hit on the sides, and be fairly accurate with it. I think that's like one of the biggest accomplishments I've had since I started, was not only making the uppercut good enough to like hit a target, but also just getting the stabs to work in such a way where they can move at a good enough, at an accurate and fast enough speed to actually be a danger or something. So good on me. I have to, last time I was here, I brought a, well, I didn't bring, but I grabbed some trash. Today I'll do the same thing. Just, as you can see, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of this. All right, but I'll bring a trash bag next time. All right, Lost, you have a good one. See you next time.